Hello, Markee Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to the Markee Dragon Show. This is the first actual titled episode of the Markee Dragon Show, and so it's actually a new format that you're going to see some more about, where we're going to have the actual show, and then seasons, episodes, all that jazz. So, I'm really excited about that, if you don't notice. So anyway, I got a follow-up on the video that we posted this morning, and that video is about the idea of aging in game and how you can become more wise and everything, and how you look more wise and everything. And Xeno Dragon messaged me, and he says he's just curious about this because, like, World of Warcraft tends to be there tend to be a lot of guys who play blood elves. A lot of them play female characters, and for the reasons that they are sexually attractive, and that they wear skimpy clothes on them, and they look good, and let's just say while they're running they jiggle right and stuff like that. And so he asks the question, well, what happens when your character reaches like age 50 or 60 or 70 or 80? What then does your female character look like? And is that okay? Would you still want to play that character? And, so I thought about that, and I thought about, when I was talking about the age of, like male characters. I tend to only play male characters. I do not play female characters. And that's just how I roll. I have a hard time identifying with female characters. And so, although they can be nice to look at. And so, I hadn't thought about this, about, well, when the character gets older, on the male characters, they might have more wrinkles on their face, and they might have, gray hair, white hair, something like that. And how that would be, basically, that's a normal thing, and it's kind of like when you see a movie. Some of you who are older remember Sean Connery as like James Bond and everything, and he got old very, very gracefully, and still did a lot of action movies and stuff, even when he was 50, 60 years old, and and he looked really good still, and played very distinguished parts, but very active parts, and the women always swooned over him and everything. So, but what happens when a woman gets older or whatnot? So specifically he asks, gravity hits. Things start to sag, and maybe it just won't look as good, and how will people actually be willing to play that female character even when the character is older, if it looks older and everything? And so I think that's a really great point to make, and I'm not exactly sure how to deal with that, because now I can't get into the mind of a woman. I don't really know all of these things, but I can say that I think that women tend to want to look as good as long as possible. I mean, maybe that's just a natural human thing, and that maybe men just aren't as critical about themselves as women are. I don't know, but would that cause a long-term character to to not would you not want to play that, especially if, okay, let's say here that well, in Ultima Online, let's see here. So Ultima Online is about to celebrate its 15th anniversary in September, I believe, and so 15 years times 12 months. Oh my God! So if they did this in Ultima Online, they would have characters that are about to turn 180. Oh my! So maybe maybe they shouldn't age that fast, or maybe you get to a certain age and there's other things that happen that maybe there's a plastic surgeon in the game that keeps you looking better or something. I don't know. I mean, I can't say that plastic surgery has worked out well for all of these these different people. Some of them, they look great. Others, you're going, what the hell? I mean, go look at Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons has had plastic surgery. I used to watch his show, and I can't remember, but Gene Simmons is the lead singer in Kiss, and he's quite an entrepreneur. And I watched his reality show for a while, and he ended up getting plastic surgery while he was doing the show, and I thought to myself afterward, he looked like he really had a stretched face, and he just, to me, it's not worth it. But anyway, so Xenodragon, very good point. I think that's a good discussion point if any game developer was going to, take that on as something that they wanted to put in the game. That there has to be a way for people who don't want to look that old or don't feel okay about playing a character that's that old, that they would, have some remedy for, for that being okay. And maybe it'd be something as simple as there'd be a spell or something that, a spell of beauty or handsomeness that, that could be applied to your character, and it would be something under the guise of someone who's faking it, or someone who is a changeling, or something like that, that it fits into the storyline of that they're actually this old person, but they look really good and everything. And so people who want to age gracefully and everything, and show off that wisdom and show off their character age because it's a badge of honor, could still do that. And those who have issue with it could, maybe at very low cost, have a spell applied that for the next 30 days, that they look like they're, I don't know, in their 20s or something like that. And then, last 3 days of the spell, it starts to wear off and they age quite rapidly or something like that. So it encourages them to go and, do the spell, and, then other people would notice, hey, you don't look like yourself today. That could be fun. It really could be. So Xenodragon, thanks for that comment. I found that very fascinating, and the whole subject of aging in the game is very fascinating. And I would love to see one of the MMOs put that in place, but not an existing MMO, a new MMO that puts that in place, and so that we all age over time, and it's something new about your character all the time. I can't imagine doing it to a game that's been so well established and that overnight, bam, my character looks so much different. I don't know that I'd be happy with that. So I want it to be like how when I look at myself in the mirror, something like that, and I see myself all the time, I don't really notice that I'm getting older. It's just, but if I look at pictures from 5 years ago, this beard was not gray. Or it only had a few specks of gray in it. Anyway, thanks again for the suggestion. And thank you. And if you have a suggestion, please send it in. I'll be happy to read it. Not everything makes it to the show, but I'll be happy to read it. So, take care, everybody. Okay, look at this. This is something new I'm trying. This right here is an exit screen that I'm just playing around with. Right up top, click on that. That's a link to me showing off AverMedia. I got the box arrived today. I'm going to be doing some content about this game card. It's a game capture card. And then World of Tanks gameplay, right up there. And so if you like gameplay, you're going to find some there. And then, oh my god, so you guys may not know it, but I have a vlog channel, and it's one where I did my limousine stuff at first, but I just decided to take that channel over and just make it my private kind of vlog and share things with you. Well, this video right here is from the other night when we had the scariest thunder and lightning storm move through that I had ever encountered. It was so bad, it popped circuits in the house. I could feel the static from it. And you watch me literally get scared the shit out of me multiple times in this video. It's kind of a fun video to watch, and it gives me anxiety just watching it again. So check it out. Just click on any one of these, and you can go and watch that video now. So take care, everybody.